friends.
It's Maisha.
And Natalie. And welcome to Neighborhood Lights.
Tonight we have a special guest on our show, Miss Daintry O'Brien with Habitat for Humanity.
Hello, Miss O'Brien, and welcome on our show.
Hello. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled.
So, you are here representing Habitat for Humanity, and we are so elated to hear what you have to talk about for today. So, let's start with how Habitat for Humanity started.
The organization itself was started in Georgia by an individual who was looking at the possibilities for affordable housing for families. He actually started in Africa and started doing a program in Africa, and all the people from the state said, wait a minute, we need this here. And so he started up the program, and then it had been going for a few years, and then there were 4 businessmen who were from Greensboro who went on a mission trip in Peru.
Wow.
And they were doing the same thing. They were building homes, affordable homes for families, safe, decent, affordable homes. And they said, we got to do this here. So they brought it back, and they met, and now 30 years later, here we are.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know it started in Africa.
Yeah, not at all.
So how did you get involved with the organization?
Myself personally, actually through my church. We actually had built a house many years ago, and I actually got out and worked and built and sweated like everybody else when you're building a house. And I thought what a great opportunity. We got to work alongside the homeowner. We got to see the house go from foundation all the way up to the roof. And then we got to be there when the family actually, did their dedication, and we're there to see them actually move in the house. That was just a great feeling. And then when the opportunity came around for me as a professional to work with the organization, I just jumped at it.
Wow. So I know you mentioned decent and affordable homes. So what's you all's mission statement?
Habitat for Humanity's total mission statement is seeking to put God's love into action. Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. So what are your goals for the next couple of years for Habitat for Humanity?
Well, we have several.
Okay.
First of all, it's always building more houses.
Of course.
But we do more than just build houses. We actually renovate houses and repair homes. And so what we're looking for in the near future is, first of all, building affordable homes for families, but also looking into neighborhoods and how we can make a large impact in one particular neighborhood. So we're going to look at something called a revitalization program, where we look at the neighborhood, and we might have some places where we would build new homes, but also we would take some homes that were in need of repair, like serious renovation, and go through and gut it and bring it up to the standards of a new home. But then also those homeowners that live in a neighborhood who are not able to make some of the repairs that they've needed to do to help them do also that repair project.
Oh, wow.
So do you all have any current neighborhoods right now?
A renovation program, not yet, because when we're working with the city of Greensboro, there was a big housing bond that was passed here a few years ago. And so they're looking at the neighborhoods that need the most impact. And so that's what we're kind of working with them to see what are the neighborhoods and what makes sense for us as well. Neighborhoods that we actually have homes in makes sense for us to work there.
Right. So I know renovations can be kind of pricey. So where does the majority of your funding come from?
Glad you asked that question. Funding comes from everybody. It comes from individuals. That's probably the most important part of our program. But we also have businesses, corporations, we have foundations, we have churches, we have everything, civic organizations. Anybody who's interested in helping us fund a house is welcome to come out and work with us. And as a funder, one of the things that you can sponsor a house. You actually get to come out and work on the house and work alongside the family.
That's amazing.
Wow. So who's in charge of, handling the funding or finding funding for Habitat for Humanity?
Well, that would be me.
So how does someone go about giving money, like if they wanted to donate?
Donation?
Yes.
Well, there's lots of different ways. First of all, the easiest way is to go to our website, habitatgreensboro.org, and there's a big button on the side that says donate, and you can click on that, and you can actually just make a contribution right there. Or if you're interested in doing a sponsorship, all our information is on there about how to get in touch with me, and you can call me and say, hey, I really wanted to donate a whole house, and do that, and you can give me a call, and I'll work with you.
Well, I know we're jumping all around here, so while we're still talking about funding, and we know that you handle a lot of the funding process, what exactly or how your day goes as a person that's controlling the funding?
Well, I mean, what I do, I mean, my plan is I spend time talking with donors about the opportunities we have, like whether it's sponsoring a house, whether it's doing an education program, because one of the things about our homeowners, which I know you're going to be talking to some homeowners later, is that they have to do something called sweat equity. And they have to work on their own home and the home of others, but they also have to do education pieces. So we have we do over 86 classes throughout the year that's all about financial management, budgeting, lawns, maintenance, wills, everything you can imagine. And so those are things that we need people to come and teach those classes, which obviously that costs money. So I will talk with people about what are the opportunities available. So that's sort of what my day is basically looking and talking with donors and matching them with what our needs are.
Now, you mentioned classes. Is that only for the people that are getting their houses built for them, or can the public come and sit in?
Some of those are just for homeowners in process, but we also have classes that are refresher courses that are for existing homeowners. And they can be existing Habitat homeowners or any homeowner. And we do classes like that. They might be on budgeting. Again, it's that refresher course about budgeting, looking in, saying what are them. There's this one term it's called the money suck. And where's the money suck going to? And the thing is when you're working on your house, you're really disciplined and making sure you save your money to be able to get that down payment and get everything together. But once you've been in your house for a few years, you start to forget, and that Starbucks coffee cup costs a lot when you start to add that up and add that up. And so those are the kind of things that we would have people work on, and also things on maintenance and home repair. Home repair is a big one.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. So does Habitat for Humanity have any partnerships with any other organizations or companies?
Well, companies, yes. I mean, we have from VF to Lincoln Financial to Gilbarco and Schneider Electric, but also we partner with churches. We have something called the Building on Faith plan, and we have about 56 churches that come together to help us build a home. And they do that every year. And some of them help us with funding. Some of us help us with volunteers that are working on the job site. And some of those actually help us with feeding our volunteers, because every Saturday we have something called the lunch ministry. And those are usually local churches, and they actually make all of the food for all the volunteers who come out and work on Saturday.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is amazing. So all of the people that volunteer, do they have to be, the members of the community in Greensboro, or how does that work? So do you all have people that are, outside of the Greensboro community that come in and help and volunteer?
Well, we do, and actually it's interesting. We just finished up something called Collegiate Challenge, and that's where we have college students who come from their university during their spring break, and they come and build with us. And so they are here for an entire week, and they work from Monday through till Friday or Saturday, depending on what their timeline is for where they need to get, and they'll be there. So we had a university from Rowan University, which is in New York State, and then we had Penn State that was here also for a week, just working and building homes.
Wow,
that's
that is
awesome.
absolutely amazing.
Yes.
I never thought that, students from a whole other state would come to Greensboro and be able to give back to the community.
That's a great way
So
to
I love
spend
that.
your spring break.
Absolutely, giving back and, getting some volunteer hours. So.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Well, do you all have any, assistance for veterans or, those specific members of the community, like the disabled?
Well, we do build homes for disabled families. We have had in the last few years just several homes that we've built for families with severe disabilities, and even not severe disabilities. But we build all of our houses to be ADA compliant. So that's really important that we have, which is basically wider hallways, lower, higher countertops, and those types of things, facilities that we do. So we actually work with that. And veterans, we have veteran builds from time to time. Just depends on what the interest is in the area, and then the Habitat International has a huge veterans program as well.
Wow, that is great. Well, we can't wait to hear more about that.
Yes.
So, see who's in our spotlight, and shortly after this commercial break, we'll be right back with you.
Coming to Habitat Restore, where there are books, music, furniture, and much more at only a fraction of the retail price. Check out the Greensboro locations today.
Our spotlight of the week shines on Penny Smith. She currently works for the University of A&T in the Human Resources Division, and she is serving her third term on the Board of Trustees for Habitat for Humanity. She has been involved with Habitat since she was 20 years old. However, her duties doesn't just stop at the office. She is a mother of 7 and a grandmother of 17. We admire you, Penny Smith, for your determination, dedication, and commitment to Habitat for Humanity. The spotlight shines on you.
Check out some highlights from the Greensboro Housing official grand opening. TEM was so grateful to have played a part in the production management in that event.
North Carolina, where people are better educated, where they're healthier, where they have more money in their pockets, and they have the opportunities to live a more abundant and purposeful life.
The stated goal of the Greensboro Housing Hub is to help ensure that every person has a decent, safe place to call home, to create a community where everyone has a decent place to live. We are all stronger when we work together. Sincerely yours, Jimmy Carter.
Wow, what inspiring words from President Jimmy Carter and Governor Roy Cooper. So, Ms. Daintry, tell us more about the grand opening and the other organizations that were involved.
Well, the Greensboro Housing Hub was a coalition of 6 housing nonprofits.
Okay.
There was Community Housing Solutions. There was the Greensboro Housing Coalition. There's Habitat for Humanity of Greater Greensboro. There is Housing Consultants Group. There was Partnership Homes, and then Tiny Houses Greensboro. So it's been a group of people that we've worked together for about 18 months trying to find a location and work together to find this. And we had this wonderful space.
Wow. So I know it's called like the one-stop shop.
Mm-hmm.
That anyone can come in and get I guess information about affordable housing. Mm-hmm. So how do you guys partner together? How do you work hand in hand?
Well, it's really an interesting sort of story because it originally we didn't work a lot together except for Greensboro Housing Community Housing Solutions, which used to be Housing Greensboro, was a part of Habitat Greensboro, and then we spun that organization off. But we share warehouse space, so we work together pretty often. But then as we were looking for a new warehouse space, what we found was great office space, and we started talking with some of the other housing nonprofits in the community, and they were saying, this would really work well together. And as we started talking about space, we started talking about programs and what we're doing together, and it sort of has grown to the fact where we do a lot of different things, like a Housing Consultants Group. They actually do a lot of foreclosure prevention programs, and so we work with them if we have families that are in trouble, and also they do some budgeting programs, and so we work with them as well to help homeowners get sort of on track, or if you're having a little bit of a hiccup with your credit, they help you work that way through. And then Community Housing Solutions, they do a lot of repairs, and especially if you need a ramp, they're the people to go to. And so oftentimes people will come to us that are our homeowners, and we can't build a ramp as well as they do. Mm-hmm. Well, we could, but the thing is it's smart to use your resources wisely.
Exactly.
And so that's why we partner together. And then, of course, the Greensboro Housing Coalition is a great, organization that really gets the word out about all the issues that are about affordable housing. We work very closely with them.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
That's great. Do you all have any current projects that you're working on together?
Well, actually, all of those things I've talked about, we are doing those together with each of those organizations and working together. And like with Partnership Homes, we actually worked with them and did a whole renovation of some apartments for them for some transitional housing. And Tiny Houses Greensboro actually is in office space in our space. So we actually we were helping them sort of become their own organization.
Wow, I love tiny houses. They're so cool.
They are so tiny.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you want to become a minimalist, yes, that is. So I know you guys have a new store opening up, the Restore. Can you tell us a little bit about what the Restore has to offer?
Sure. Well, we have one Restore now at 3826 Gate City Boulevard, and it's, as I tell people, it's the premier reseller of building supplies and home furnishings, furniture, and appliances. It's the world's greatest treasure hunt, and when you go there and you find something you want, you better buy it then because it's not going to be there the next day. I promise you. It's happened to me a ton of times. But we're going to be opening a second store at 2190 Lawndale Avenue. And we're hoping that's going to be open up as probably early May is our time frame right now. So we're really excited about that. We're going to be focusing on furniture at that particular one. We're actually going to even have our own line of furniture, the Gate City Collection.
Wow. That is the dropper right there. That is the big bomb. I love that. So how can one donate to the Restore? Because I'm thinking that's how it goes.
Yeah, everything is donated at the Restore. And so what you can do is you actually can call our Restore at 851-2929. And you call us, we'll come and pick it up.
Oh, wow.
And you can also go on our website and also click there, and you can sign up there as well.
I think I need to take a visit to the Restore.
Yes, definitely.
So, now that you all have undergo the Restore process, when can someone look forward to that opening?
We hope it's going to be the 1st of May. We're not really sure yet. We have to make some changes with the location, but we are diligently working on it right now.
And will you all be keeping the Gate City location as well?
We will. We'll have both. And in fact, the Gate City location will be, especially building supplies and appliances, we're definitely going to have those. We'll still have furniture. We'll still have all the other stuff because it's a very large store.
Right.
So the new store is a little bit smaller, so it's going to focus a little bit more on furniture and soft goods.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. So find out how you can get involved with Habitat for Humanity after this commercial break.
TEM Video Studio, a full production facility, 4K capability, state-of-the-art facility. Call us today, 336-698-9095.
Welcome back, friends. And if you are just tuning in, we have Ms. Daintry O'Brien here from Habitat for Humanity. So, how can one get involved as far as volunteering for your organization?
It's really easy to volunteer. All you do is go to our Habitat Greensboro website, and on that there's a button that says volunteer. Click on that, and then it takes you directly to our volunteer page, and it gives you all the information about how to volunteer, what kind of tasks and jobs, and even the dates and all that sort of information is. You have to do a little bit of a registration, but you can go through and get right in.
Okay, cool. Are there any qualifications that one needs to have to become a volunteer?
You have to age. You have to be 18 or older. Okay. If you're under 18, you have to have a chaperone with you. No one under the age of 15 can be on a Habitat job site because it's an active job site. But if you want to be 15 and 17-year-olds, they can be there with a chaperone. So other than that, all you have to have is a willing hand and hearts. No, hands, hearts, whatever. Willing heart and hands. Yes.
All right, so you just had the housing hub to display that you guys have moved to a new building. Now, where is this building located?
It's at 1031 Summit Avenue.
Okay. All right, and that's where all the other organizations are as well?
All 6 of us are together in this one location. Some are us on the first floor and some are on the second floor, but you can find us pretty easily.
Okay.
Definitely one-stop shop.
Right, exactly. All in one building.
So where's your office located, and how can one get in contact with you?
Well, we are on the second floor of this building, so you can come here, or you can go to our website, and if you go on to our staff section, my email's on there and my phone number, and you can give me a call. I'll be happy to talk to you about anything Habitat.
That's great. I think, we might want to get some donations to this next year.
Great.
Absolutely.
Now, are there any other upcoming events that the public is unaware of?
Well, hopefully the opening of the Restore, which will be sometime in May. Mm-hmm. But then also another thing that I just want to give a shout out is Centenary United Methodist Church, which is on Friendly Avenue. They have their annual Mother's Day plant sale. Fantastic. It starts on Thursday before Mother's Day, and it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay. So it's not open on Sunday, so you got to shop early. But go there and you get a beautiful plant for your mom.
Oh, wow. So that's for a good Mother's Day gift.
Absolutely.
Yes,
beautiful plant.
Habitat-sponsored Mother's Day.
Exactly.
And absolutely, and all the proceeds benefit Habitat.
Oh, that's awesome. So I heard you say that the restore is opening sometime in May. How will anyone know the exact date? Like, are you going to send out an email or on the website?
As soon as, yes, once we get finished with some of the construction work, we'll know exactly when, and we'll set a date, and we actually will have a billboard going up. It'll be on our website. It'll be on social media. I'll call you. I'll call you.
Yes. I'm going to call my friends as well.
Right. Let everyone know. Let you guys know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Well, that's all the time we have here today. Thank you, Ms. O'Brien, for being a part of our show, and thank you for watching. We hope you got some valuable information today.
So tune in next week to Neighborhood Lights to see how Habitat for Humanity actually builds homes and the process that one may have to go to become a habitat owner.